partner, first time here in Toronto, Kristen Nago! Hello, Toronto! Stand up to hypocrisy. If you don't, the hypocrites will teach. Stand up to ignorance, because if you don't, the ignorant will run free to spread ignorance like a disease. Stand up for the truth. If you don't stand up for all that is right, then understand that you are part of the reason there is so much wrong in the world. That was by Susie Chasm. I am Kristen Nagel, a nurse, a holistic nutritionist, and a mom. I've been publicly slandered and defamed in the media, terminated, and my license is under investigation for speaking truth and standing up for freedoms. I have even received a cease and desist letter to stop referring to myself as a graduate from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition and to stop referring to myself as a registered holistic nutritionist. The college has told nurses they would be reprimanded if they went against the narrative. They've tried to silence me, bully me, and break me. Little did they know that the harder they tried to take away my voice, they only made it louder and stronger. As nurses, we have all pledged with Florence Nightingale before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass our lives in purity and practice our profession faithfully, agreeing to never take or administer any harmful drug. By committing to elevate the standard of our profession, we must recognize that we are the first and last line of defense in our society for decency, integrity, and compassion. We have the first and last opportunity to do the honorable and dignified thing for people. This applies to everyone in a place of power over humanity. Police, teachers, doctors. We must remember why we entered into these professions, what called us to be in these areas, to look out for our fellow neighbor, to want to protect them, help them, and make a positive impact in their lives and that of the community. This last year has allowed me to remove any remaining barriers to unabashedly and unapologetically be myself. I am choosing to go against the grain, to be rejected, and to not fit in. In doing so, I have never felt more free, more confident in my skin, and more connected to community. I am finally becoming the person I was always meant to be, and it is liberating. What seemed frightening at first has been the best decision I could have ever made. At first, it felt as though a huge door was being closed on who I identified myself as an NICU nurse. Little did I realize how much more waited for me to really stand in my purpose. We were standing on the right side of history, and we will change its course one brave step at a time. It's time we all find our courage, our bravery, our voices, to stand firm and united in truth, to do the right thing. Each and every one of us who have bravely attended today are here for a reason. We are here living and breathing in this time by intention. It is not a coincidence that we've all found each other and are uniting and gathering in solidarity. We are here to be the light workers, the change makers, the healers. Yes. We are allowing our rights and freedoms and sovereignty to be removed at an alarming rate. When we no longer have autonomy over our own bodies and our children's, we have lost everything. This alone should terrify everyone and encourage more to speak out. Yes. As we stand here together, we must also remember that our freedoms cannot be taken away. They have always been ours, and we have always had them. We need to exercise them, and remember, we do not need the government's permission. We need our own permission, which is protected under our Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which I believe, as police officials, it is also your duty to protect. Yes. The government is meant to be our public servant. They are not here to look out for us or have our best interests in mind. We should not have to fight for our freedoms because there are not anyone's to take.
Exactly.
We have to remember we are free and we always have been. What we have allowed to be taken away, it is now our responsibility to reclaim it. We are here uniting together and calling out more nurses, more police, more doctors and teachers to stand with us. I know we can all be an example to the rest of the world. It is our time to rise, to stand for a better world, and to take action daily in the practice of our sacred callings. We must follow our promise, devoting ourselves to the welfare or those committed to our care. It is now time to rise together for the future of our children and for all of humanity. So let's learn from these lessons that history has taught us and correct the course of the future with our brave actions. We have everything that we need to stand strong and do what is right. And together we are unstoppable. Together we can make lasting change for ourselves, for our kids, and for our future. Today we are taking back our freedoms and our health. Never underestimate the significance of one person standing up for freedom and the ripple effect that it can have. I know this because I started as just one person inspired by another that stood before me. Now this is kind of my signature closing. So I invite you all to hold the hands of your neighbor or place your hand on your heart and close your eyes. Breathe in deeply and exhale. Feel that power flowing through you. Breathe in. Feel your lungs expand. Feel that life. Exhale. Feel it from your head to your toes. Breathe in. Right to your heart. Exhale. Now envision the future you want. Who are you with? What are you doing? And how do you feel? Breathe in. Exhale. Continue to feel this truth and this power run through your veins in every part of your cells. We are capable of anything we desire. We are strong and powerful divine beings. Breathe in. Exhale. Now open your eyes. This is the time to stand up and be bold, to envision the future you want, to go against the grain and stand on the right side of history to make everlasting change. As again Susie Chasm has stated, the price for standing up for truth, no matter how severe, will always be less than the price our souls will be penalized for not speaking up for our conscience. There is no greater crime in the universe than silencing your conscience. It has been a year with no end in sight. It is now time to rise up against all costs. We must let the whole world know that we will not be silenced. We do not comply. We stand united and we stand firm. We hold the right to control our bodies and our life. We'll continue to rise higher with love and peace in our hearts. So let our voices be heard now for all to hear the true north, strong and free.